we're back.
We've returned.
Going into hour 2, session 1, officially. Everybody's excited, clearly. Some of us might be overexcited, but it's okay. Make sure all my sound levels are good. Alright.
I'm on YouTube.
We're setting up
On
camp.
TV.
This is sign language for I'm clapping my hands.
Yes, I do know that. Hint, hint. I wear hearing.
Oh, yeah. Would have never
So,
known.
I was kind of forced to learn sign language, so yeah.
It's a good thing to know. I don't know it, but I should.
I can do the entire Girl Scout promise.
Yay. Alright,
That's
let's
useful.
get to sound too far sidetracked. We're setting up camp. Strawberry found a scooter. So that's information for you, Jeremy.
The what?
Strawberry said she, I'm assuming she,
Oh,
found a scooter.
yes.
Alright. Anyway. In case you missed the chat. Anyway, so we're setting up camp. Day 1. Anything special after dinner? Figuring out who's doing what watch. I already forgot who I declared watches to. Does anybody remember?
I'm still doing all my
Thomas and I are on the same watch.
regardless of what this-
Second watch. Yep.
I'm on.
Bex
I'm
and
on
Marcus.
first watch. with
Right.
Marcus, yeah.
Gotcha. And Tilda and Barlow were 3. Alright, so first watch, Bex, Marcus. Anything specific you want to do on your watch as per like a normal routine when you're on watch or anything like that?
So, I'm making a pirate flag.
Oh, that's right. Alright. The whole time, this is the first time really Marcus has had a chance to sit down and start talking to you. So, the fact if you make it known to him that you're a pirate, or have been,
I can't even hide it. The tattoos alone would just
Yeah.
be like, oh, pirate.
billion questions ensue. What's it like living on an ocean? On the ocean? What's it like living on a boat? What's it like when other pirates attack your ship? Does that happen? You know, all that.
There you go. Does he seem like the kind who would be easily spooked? Or is he like the take everything and deal with it? Kinda.
He doesn't. He doesn't seem skittish. Is that what you mean, basically?
After
Yeah.
like talking to him for a little bit, basically it's like, do I tell him my life story and crush his soul, or do I just give him coy, polite?
I think he would just be like amazed. He's just like an information gatherer.
All right. During watch, I will start to feel out if he's trustworthy enough to learn about my life story.
All right.
Mostly, I just tell him about the days before I became a pirate, or the happy days of
All
being
right.
a pirate, when I had money and velvet pajamas.
All right. And he's got Pup, the dog, there with him. You know, he's like throwing some sticks and stuff, and probably making it hard for some people to sleep with the dog running back and forth. And he's not really a yapper or anything like that, but yeah.
Well, it gets really hard because sometimes the stick floats away.
Yeah, that's a great way to play fetch with a dog, right? The unseen
You do
servant.
it, unseen servant. I'm glad that's a cantrip now.
Yeah. All right. Your watch passes uneventfully, other than the stories, the dog, all that stuff. You guys wake up Thomas and Philly for watch 2.
I'll let him wake up Philly. I wake up Thomas using the unseen servant.
All right.
I have it dump water on him.
All right. Yeah. Marcus, he kind of shakes you awake. He's like, "Hey, it's your watch."
I will grunt at him, get up,
All right.
and wander not far enough away from the camp.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. Anything special you two do? Tyrnell, at what point do you do your trance? Like, at some point you got to.
I'm going to do my trance, like, yeah, second watch, during the second watch, yeah.
Okay. All right. Anything special that the two of you are doing while you're on watch?
Well, I'm gonna dry off first thing,
Yeah.
and then I'll just whenever I feel like there's like it's been an awkward amount of time that's passed with none of us talking, I will start reading from the Book of Light
When
out
he
loud.
starts reading, I start walking around the building.
Alright. There's a bit of moon out. It's not really overcast or anything, so it's pretty decent light. So you can see it's pretty flat land. It's clear, so you can see a pretty good ways up and down both the roads. So if there is anything coming, you'll probably have fairly good foresight into it as long as you're awake. Your guys' watch passes uneventfully. Tyrnell, you come up out of your trance. You see the fire being stoked, presumably from if you guys woke up Barlow and Tilda. Yeah, Barlow's putting a little extra flame on the fire to keep warm while he's on his watch. You can hear with your elf keen senses, you can hear light murmurs as he's talking to Tilda. And yeah, and their watch goes by uneventfully, and Barlow comes outside, waves his hands in your general direction, puts his thumb up to see, like, signaling. He's like, basically in his mind he's signaling, hey, pay attention, are you awake? And he goes back in. I guess he just hopes you got the message. So fourth watch is only there's only a couple hours left before sun up anyway by this time. Everyone's had a few hours on watch, so it's not a lot of, you can already start to see the the horizon starting to get a little orange as the sun's about to break over. Anything special you do other than your trance in between that?
No, really. I mean, I'm just looking out to see if there's any, maybe possibly if there's any wildlife around, if I can see any movements. I'm also looking towards the road, checking to see if I see anything that way either.
Give me a survival check first.
Okay. Is your survival?
Yep. Alright. You do see a random. Let's bring up the monster manual. And whatever random animal I stop on is not an octopus. You don't see an octopus.
That would be amazing.
I must have prayed really hard.
I bet Bex would really enjoy that octopus.
Could be coincidence, could be fate, but you did that owl call earlier, and while you're sitting up there, just after you finish your trance, an owl flies up and perches within a couple feet of you. Pretty good size, like horned owl basically, and just kind of chills there.
Awesome.
As far as seeing anything on the Gotcha. As far as seeing anything on the road, right at sunup, like right as, somebody must have got up 2 hours before the sun came up and loaded up his cart, because there's a guy who's probably 40, 50 years old in that range pushing a cart. You see him coming down from that right road where the leads from that farming village, and he's just pushing a cart full of like melons and
Cabbages.
Yep. So, but other than that, you don't really see too much activity.
Okay. All right. So is he headed towards the crossroad where we're at?
Yeah. Yep. He's going to go right past the building, presumably.
I do a whistle. Like
Alright. Everybody roll me just a straight d20. Everybody other than Tyrnell.
shit. my god!
We're the best.
All right. And
We sleep soundly.
3d20. Tom or Barlow, Tilda, Marcus. All right, Barlow and Tilda. they both apparently hear your whistle, and they get up. Tilda gets up. She starts to wake everybody else up. Something's going on. Tyrnell's somebody whistled, made a loud whistle. Barlow's he doesn't put his splint mail on, but he grabs his long sword and a short sword, one in each hand, and just pulls them out of their sheaths and kind of walks out more or less what would be like the back area and looks around to see if he can see what Tyrnell was whistling about.
Right.
He looks to you first before he wouldn't see the cart yet.
Okay, so, I mean, is he coming towards my direction?
Who's that, Barlow?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he goes outside and he's like hugging the wall and he's like looking around and he looks up at you to see what's going on. To see he doesn't see anything.
I'm going to let him know, you know, there's a cart that's approaching. It doesn't look like it's like it's hostile or anything, but I did want to let you know, I wanted to make sure you were aware, like you wouldn't be caught up by surprise.
Oh, okay. He sets the longsword down as he walks past the door to the little shelter, takes his short sword and walks towards the cart, kind of hails the guy, and you can see him have a brief conversation with the guy from a like 20-foot distance, and he just turns around and starts walking back, and he like waves his hand like, don't worry, just a farmer. And he gets inside and he starts kicking dust. Wake up, it's time to go. Let's get this shit loaded up and get out of here.
I'm gonna watch them while they load it up. They're gonna. I'm still on watch. I'm watching to my heart's content. I do not want to be caught up in the act of surprise, and I'm looking in every direction. I'm not like just looking in this, you know, peripheral vision. I'm looking behind myself.
All right.
Yeah.
The cart guy, he's pretty slow because, like I said, he's just hand pushing this thing. So wherever he's going, if he's going all the way to Crystal Gate, it's going to take him 2 days. It's going to be a while. So it takes him a while to get to the crossroad and then turn. And he comes towards Crystal Gate, towards where you guys previously had been.
Do we have an extra horse? We do, right?
Yes, we have one extra
We have
horse.
rear rudder.
Yes, rear rudder. I may have left out a very important detail. I can't remember for sure if I said that it's a 6-day travel both ways. So 12 days before you guys will get back to Crystal Gate.
You
Approximately.
did not say that.
Okay.
I would say I would know how much it would cost for a horse. How much would it cost for either a horse or a donkey?
Donkey's definitely cheaper. I just had that page up a little bit ago. No, I don't. One second.
How many
Donkeys were only
melons?
like 50 silver or something.
Yeah, to buy them is definitely more
50
expensive than
silver.
renting them. It's food,
I see,
vehicles. You got it.
Donkey is
8
8
gold.
GP, and a pony is 30 GP.
Yep.
Before the guy actually starts shrilling off, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna hop off of this tree, and I'm gonna go up to the guy. I see him struggling, and I ask. Tyrnell's gonna walk up and say, you know, hello, stranger. I see that you're struggling there with your melons and cabbages there. Do you not have a horse or donkey, or mule, or anything?
No, I can't afford one. It's just, it's too expensive.
Tyrnell's gonna do, you know, he says, listen here, my family, I've lived that life before, and I want you to know, I want you to go ahead and I want you to take this and purchase you a mule. it makes your trips a lot easier for you. Okay, and I've reached in to my pack and give him it's a little small sack and it has eight gold.
All right. Oh wow, that's mighty. Here, have some fruit. I got some fresh melon here, and here's 2 heads of cabbage. And what else do you want? Do you got room on your carts?
Oh, we have enough room, but I just want to do this just to make sure you spread the word that I've had it with people assuming that elves are just are snooty people, and that is not the case. Just yeah, I look towards the camp and I ask everybody, does anybody want any cabbage or melons?
One of the cabbages slowly floats back to the cart where I was taking it from.
Okay.
I'm continuing to carry shit to the wagons and just no thanks.
Marcus is like, oh, I'll take some melon.
The assumption is any manual labor I'm supposed to do, my servant does instead, and I sit around.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you get kicked out of a Dwarven kingdom.
Be lazy. Gotcha. Or be too forward with your societal ideals.
Or both.
Yep.
Cabbage makes me really gassy. You don't need a gassy dwarf in your midst.
You already have one.
Yeah. Rum farts.
We'll take a melon and well, maybe 2 or 3 melons, and I'll take 2 cabbages.
Okay. Alright, so you guys get your fill of various fruits and veggies. Load up whatever extra you need to on your cart. You got a little extra room since you made camp last night. And anybody object, you guys will go ahead and set off on your second day of your 12-day journey. 6 days to get to Rua.
Did you subtract that already off of mine, or I'll do that right now?
I did not, no. I was just looking at...
Okay. I saw you turn the day low,
Yeah.
like, hey, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's obvious by now that I'm the one casting the spells.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm the only one not working.
She's definitely heard... That's got a verbal component, right? Almost definitely. Pretty much all of them do. Very few spells don't have a verbal.
No. All I have to do is do the,
Oh, okay.
it's the cantrip. I think there is verbal on it, but the warlock spells are so different in 5e now. Because they're all rituals, but none of them are actually rituals. So I'm gonna assume it's more like what you want it to be.
Yeah, so yeah. Eventually she'll notice you cast, and then Tilda will try and talk you up, find out how you got your magic, how good you are at it, like what all cool stuff can you do. And she tells you, she's like, I only really know a couple spells. She knows what does she know?
Yeah. Oh, I misspoke earlier. It's not a cantrip, but the cooldown on Unseen Servant is the same as the cooldown or the duration of Unseen Servant. So it lasts for an hour, and I can only cast it once an hour. So.
But it uses up one of your spell slots.
Not if he does it as a ritual.
But
If I do it, I can still cast it as a ritual, right?
No, because warlocks don't have ritual class
Oh,
feature.
then yes, it uses up my spell slot, and I only get one.
Oh, okay.
I was doing it the wrong way. That's right. That's the message that we talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there we go. I have my servant for the day.
Yep. So if something happens, your one spell slot's used up for today. But when
Yeah, I have 2 spell slots at level 1, I think. No, I have 1. I have 1 spell slot, and then I have my cantrips.
right.
So yeah,
But you get it back after a short rest, right?
your spell slot.
Isn't that what it is? Something like that.
Warlocks do. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh yeah, that's why.
So there's
Because a
15
short
minutes
rest-
without doing anything,
Yeah.
or an
so-
hour. An hour of short rest.
Yeah.
Do you
It
want me
says
to
it
take
lasts
overdrive in the cart? So you can get that back?
Yeah.
I stare at you, confusedly. It's not a cart. It's a land boat. And then I hand you the reins.
To the land boat. Alright.
Boy.
Get my notes here.
Yeah. No, I had it written down, and I was like, wait a minute, maybe I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because the theory was I could cast Unseen Servant infinitely as long as I never did anything, and that's why I was casting Unseen Servant, was to never do anything. So.
Alright. You guys... I need a round of... No, I don't. Never mind. I'm a liar. I need to click a button. Boom. Okay. Alright, everyone gonna do basically the same thing today? Same riding positions and stuff? Or are you gonna mix it up any? Obviously, Bex and Philly are still in the same cart.
I'm in the same spot.
I'm gonna show off for Tilda. That's about it.
Okay.
Actually, there's nobody riding with Barlow, right?
Correct.
I'm gonna ride with Barlow today.
Alright. He's not real talkative, so unless you bring up anything, he didn't really have much to say.
That's perfect.
Alright. Let's see. Where's my notes on Tilda? Oh, here we go. She knows Minor Illusion and Blade Ward. That's what she knows. She's not even a full-fledged first level wizard yet. She knows 2 cantrips. But
Alright.
she makes it a point to like bring up like her family sob story, and her dad broke his leg, he can't work anymore, so I had to quit going to wizard. I couldn't be an apprentice any longer. I had to get a job to support the family, etc.
Must be tough. The whole time she's talking, I'm just like leaning forward with my exile tattoos, like clearly framed by my hand. Tell me more about your life.
Yeah. You should be so
She's
lush.
probably sheltered enough she just doesn't
She
understand.
probably
No.
doesn't speak Dwarven.
She does not.
What a
She
waste of
speaks
time.
common only.
Yeah. So after she fails the hints, I'm just gonna show her up, and Eldritch Blast and Chilling Touch. So I summoned the little frost dripping necrotic finger, and then I blow it up with Eldritch Blast.
Alright. Yeah. Just trying to think if that would startle the horses.
I'm sure it would.
Yeah.
I'm used to boats. Boats don't get scared.
Give me a handle animal, Philly. You're
Oh,
driving
thank
now.
God. I'm glad you're not asking me.
Oh god.
Oh god.
Yes. This is why pirates belong on the sea.
Whoops. Okay. So you got a 7? Do you want to use a hero point?
Yes, I will. That's a great place to use hero.
Roll a d6 and add
Yeah,
that to your
one.
total.
Aw.
Hey, there you go. That's a 12. Now you got 4 hero points left.
Okay.
And a 12 is good enough. They start to... not they, there's only one horse on your all's wagon. The other one
Well, that makes it
wouldn't be
the
unaware.
cap lower for me, right?
Yeah. But you still needed the hero point. But, yeah, it starts to... it starts to pull and turn, and you're able to correct it before it can get off the road or anything. Yeah. So you, Tyrnell, you're sitting up there, Barlow, most of the day, being quiet.
Yep.
Thomas is walking along quietly. Philly is riding along, listening, and Bex is...
I'm encouraging his flirtation.
Oh, okay. Is it flirtation?
It was flirtation.
Okay.
And then she started talking about her life story, and it became like mockingly flirtatious.
Okay. Alright. Still encouraging that, right? Probably.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Alright. This is also over this girl's head. She's like maybe 20 years old. So,
She's
Maybe.
like half my age.
maybe.
warts on my feet that are older than that.
Yeah,
In
that's
character, not in real life, I promise.
Yep.
Oh, I forgot. You're like a regular age dwarf.
Yes.
Not everyone's exiled as a teenager.
Mm-hmm.
Must be nice.
So this day, the terrain starts to change a little bit more as you go. There's a little more. There's actually grass often along the roads. It's a little more dense forestry. You pass one of the other minor outlying towns, as you can see it off in the distance. There's a little keep that you guys pass. It's home to one of the lords. Used to be a keep that was to one of the higher regents of the land back before the whole area was unified. So actually, a lot of what you're passing is old battlefields. If any of you have history or
I
care
do.
about history, so yeah, you probably would know quite a few of those. It's definitely a big thing they would have taught in your school, was the various battles that took place in the outlying area. So maybe yeah, lots of dead people under the ground in these areas. Some of these hills didn't used to be there, probably. And the day passes. You guys stop for lunch.
Is there any so are we still in sort of like that desert environment, or has it started to change as we've traveled?
It's not really, it wasn't truly desertous.
Just sparse.
Yeah, it was just sparse, like northern Arizona.
Ooh.
Yeah.
On occasion it snows.
Right. Right. Kind of a little bit of a foothills area almost is what you're getting into now. So there's the terrain gets a little more rocky and hilly, and again, instead of the occasional 10 trees, you actually see a line of trees. As far as you can see occasionally now.
Again, I'm still riding shotgun, and I've got the bow ready. I'm looking out, seeing if there's anything that's going to threaten or become hostile.
Thomas and names Tiernell and Barlow are all going to notice. It's getting close to dusk. You guys are coming in, getting ready, and actually Barlow's like, here in a little bit you probably ought to go on out and start checking, find us a place to camp. And basically as he's saying that, you all three hear various loud bird-like screeches, and
Owlbears! Owlbears!
Yes, I'm level 1 owlbears. I told you it was going to be a TPK.
Yep.
No.
Time to die.
And oh no, don't look at stream. You know what's no good? Having an area grayed out in roll 20, but then streaming it, because you can still fucking see it.
Oh, because
Yay.
you're on the DM stream.
I'm so glad I'm married to a smart man.
Let me move the screen down. How the fuck am I gonna do this?
I'm
Ruin that whole plan.
watching the chat.
Yeah.
I'm not watching the stream.
Yeah, it's like
Went
most of the
really
time
long
the
to
players. Yeah, I don't watch it.
I've
It's
already
sort
got
of
both
weird.
of us.
If you want to have the chat, you can just hit the menu button and do pop-out chat. So you don't even have to have the stream on to be in the chat room.
Right.
Alright, I got it. And I need to reveal. That's not the reveal button. Reveal areas. Boom. Do you guys see, what is it, shift click to ping you guys to a certain spot on the map?
Yeah, I think so.
It's a very large picture of a rock.
That is not a rock.
Thank God.
Also, I'm not trying to wipe the party just yet.
So what I say that would be, I mean, could I see with my animal, uh, well, not handling, but with my knowledge, uh,
Sure, I
my
could just
nature,
roll.
my nature knowledge.
Nature.
Yeah, roll your nature, and I'll go ahead and describe exactly what you guys are seeing after you hear these shrieks. You look up and you see 5 of these bloodhawks, as you know, based on your knowledge of nature, are diving, and it looks like they're diving directly at the horses on the lead cart. And
I've already fired or shot at one.
yeah, well, roll initiative, but
Oh, well, Bex is going last.
and roll initiative, and also, yeah,
I
you know,
challenge that.
these are very aggressive and deadly birds. I'm going to only roll initiative for this guy.
So glad I rolled a natural 20 on my initiative.
So helpful as a melee tank.
Mm-hmm.
And initiative.
Ready, action, pass turn.
Ah,
More stuff I forgot to hide. And initiative here. Alright. Alright. So, Thomas, 22. Somebody read me off the count. Marcus is after that. Or not Marcus, but Barlow is after that.
Mm-hmm. Then you have Bloodhawk at 14,
Okay.
Bex at 13, Tiernell at 12,
Okay.
Billy at 3.
Okay.
That's
Hey.
it.
That's it. Alright.
All right.
So I need. I gotta pop it out to put it over there. Boom. Now you guys can't see that. Thomas, you get the first chance to respond. You see these 5 birds. Looks like they're intent on attacking your horse or horses, and you get to go.
How big are these things? Like, are they the normal size of a hawk, or are they
They
like?
are, I believe, yeah, they're small. So they're not tiny. They're 5-6 foot wingspan maybe.
Okay. Are they within range for me to cast a spell on them?
Yeah, they dive really fast. They have a 60-foot fly speed, and
Okay.
Yeah.
Whichever one is closest to where I'm at, I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on.
Okay.
So yeah, I hold up my shield and Sacred Fire, Radiant Fire flames out of it, out
so
towards
it
the
gets
bird.
a
It gets a
dex save.
dex save for DC 14.
It fails for
Takes 1 damage.
1 damage. Awesome.
Yes, rocked it.
Here you're sitting there like first time ever using it in real life, thinking that it was like perfectly executed,
Right?
flawless technique.
That's right.
Whoa,
I support
that's
you.
not the right page.
I smash it with the light, and
It keeps going.
yeah, that's all I'm going to do.
All right. So you see a flash of light. One of the birds kind of tries to dodge it, takes some damage. It looks like maybe a couple feathers fly off, and Barlow takes his turn. He pulls out. He has a crossbow that he's going to use, and doesn't he? I got the wrong sheet up. Switching to Barlow because that's much more useful. Quit bringing up Marcus. I rolled as Marcus, didn't I? That's alright. I think they got basically the same initiative mod. And crossbow from Barlow for a whopping 3 damage. He pulls the horses to a stop. Actually, yeah, he's got time to do that. Pulls the horses to a stop, puts brake on, gets his crossbow out, fires a shot at the one that's been lit up by this radiant light. That doesn't have any ongoing effect, does it? Right?
No.
Okay. And that's his turn. And it's the Bloodhawks' turns. And they will make bunch of attacks on the horses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright,
Wow.
we're down a horse.
I'd be
Some
down a
pretty good
couple.
rolls there, Dungeon Master.
Yeah. Yeah.
Glad you wasted that shit on a horse.
Yep. So
I
they
like that damage 6 there.
yeah. So they swarm in, and they just all 5 of them, like pack tactics, just hit one of the horses and just like rip out its throat between the 5 of them, and the horse, you know, even with its harness and everything, falls forward, kind of shakes the cart. And Bex, you see the cart in front of you come to a stop, or are stopping, in the process of stopping, and you hear these shrieks going out. Barlow yells out, "Get these birds away!" And it's your turn.
Okay. With that nature roll that I scored that I'm looking up right now, what was it? Bex, my 19. What's their natural predator in the sky?
Not a lot actually. Not
Is there
in the
anything
sky.
they're afraid of that I would know with that nature check?
Maybe some like giant owls, or you know,
Everything's afraid of dragons.
any of the dire type
Okay.
creatures or anything like that.
So nothing that Tilda's minor illusion could cast.
Probably not.
So I won't even bother to bring her into this then.
Especially anything that she'd be aware of to be able to.
Yeah. I was like, maybe she's useful, but
Yeah.
she's not.
She's
So,
not really.
we're gonna go all crazy angry pirate up in here, and Eldritch Blast the first hawk to resurface after killing
Oh,
the horse.
totally on the wrong screen again. There we go.
I'm just gonna blast it.
On what?
The first hawk to come back up,
Okay,
like after they did their dive,
Right.
the one that comes back up, I'm gonna hit it.
go ahead.
Yes! The damage rolls are off the charts.
Oh man.
I hit it though.
Beam of crackling energy, 1d10 damage, and that's it, right? Yep.
Yep, because I'm not a high enough level up more than one.
Right.
So I definitely hit it though. Yes.
Tyrnell. Oh, do anything else? You move, or you would have had to move to get into position to do that anyway.
Yeah.
Off to the side of the carts.
Shove Tilda off the cart.
Get out of here!
Dive!
All right, Tyrnell.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot him. Shoot one of
Nice.
them.
Nice.
Rolled better than 0 on damage.
Much better. That's definitely a hit. You shoot one of the hawks as it's took its bite out of the flesh of the horse and it's starting to hover back up. You catch it clean right into the front of the chest, knocks it back 20 feet, lands on the ground completely obliterated. No more Bloodhawk. And do you want to move anything other than getting in position to shoot, or?
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna move towards well, looking at the hawks, are they still going toward the horse that's down, or they're going towards another one?
It's unclear at the moment because it just happened. So they're kind of just hovering in between.
Could I use my animal handling or nature to perceive what it looks like that they're headed towards?
You would probably guess that they're going to want to eat what they just killed, which means they're probably going to have to deal with whatever is trying to prevent them from doing that, which is you guys. So
I'm gonna walk over the horse, and I'm gonna stand over the horse.
okay. Philly.
I am going to stop my cart and put the brakes on, and then stand up and shoot a javelin, launch a javelin toward him.
Okay. Go ahead and make your roll. That's an auto
I would
miss.
like to use a hero point.
That's no. You rolled a 1. Doesn't
That
matter.
is one.
Yeah.
Damn it. I hit the horse in the head. The dead horse. I hit the horse in the head.
Doesn't matter. Hero
You
point,
threw
no
the-
help here.
Yep, you threw the javelin backwards.
Yup. Unfortunately. Marcus pulls his cart to a stop. You see him hop out, and he runs up to where the hawks are, and he's basically standing beside Tyrnell at this point, but he doesn't get to attack or anything like that. And brings us back to Thomas.
I guess I'll go do like the honor guard around the horse, like everybody else is.
They're in melee range still. If you wanted to try some kind of melee attack, I know you're great at those.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna walk up. I guess up towards the horse. I guess in an effort to protect its dead body, and then I'm gonna hit them with another blast of radiant light. They will see the light before we're done.
You're gonna convert them falcons?
Going back for the same one as before.
Yeah, I guess whichever one is around the closest one. I guess.
The closest one to God?
Over here. And it gets a dex save. It fails again. This time taking
Actually, do damage.
7 damage. That's putting us into the negatives. And yeah, the Bloodhawk drops completely. Let's put this over here too. Yeah, completely blinded by light. Perfect.
That's right.
Perfect.
Who says the church isn't tangible?
And Barlow, do you do anything else? I guess that was pretty much
Nope,
your turn.
that's it.
Yeah. Barlow will take another pop shot with his crossbow. He will also hit, and he will drop one as well. So now there's only 2 hawks left. Yeah. Let me see. What do they do? Alright. They flee. They,
Nope.
two of the other, the 2 remaining hawks rather,
Do
got,
I get an attack of opportunity?
got enough. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. They're not
Barlow
fleeing.
and Marcus as well.
I think it's Philly's turn first, right?
She's not in range for an opportunity attack.
Yeah. I would actually be in range for a spell attack, but not opportunity, so it's still you guys.
Alright, I'm doing it.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
roll.
Just regular, normal attack roll. That's not going to do it. Oh my god, with the fumbles.
Hero,
You
hero
guys are the
points.
best. Can't
No.
hero point a 1.
Yeah, a 1's always a 1. It's always an auto miss on an attack roll. Thomas, do you want to swing at the potentially? I guess you don't know for sure that it's fleeing. You just know it's flying up.
Yeah, I'll take a swing at it. I mean, they're obviously evil.
You might as well try and flail.
I'm going to stop evil wherever I can.
That's an 8.
Yep, I'm not very good with the mace, unfortunately.
That's a miss. So those 2, they kind of fly off. They're licking their wounds.
Bex would like to take a pot shot with his 120-foot range.
Do I see?
Yep.
Do I see where they're landing, or?
Not yet, for sure. That's going to hit.
My damage dice are on point tonight.
3 force damage. Eldritch Blast shoots through the air, hits one of them in the tail feathers, literally knocking a few of them off. Tyrnell, you could also now, if you wanted to take a shot at them, they're clearly fleeing. They're like 120 feet away, so it's like at the max range of your.
Oh,
bow.
my longbow goes 150, so yeah,
Okay.
I'll take.
And you rolled a 10.
Yeah, I will hero point that.
Alright, go ahead. Roll a d6.
If I click add, will that do it? No.
Mm,
No, it's not.
Oh no, yeah, that just adds 1 to your max.
Uh,
So yeah, just RD6.
Shit.
Yes. I mean, I feel bad for you, but you're also an elf.
Oh,
So
that's still a miss.
Yeah.
Ouch.
as you loose your arrow, Vex begins to laugh, seeing that it won't collide, and you get the feeling that you'll never live down missing a shot. That's an elf.
Yeah. Yeah, Spirit Elf kind of smirks and he's like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
That was the-
can't hit them all.
There's the wind.
Philly, you probably can't throw a javelin quite that far. Okay.
I'm gonna take while they're fleeing or whatnot. I'm still watching to see if I can determine where they're gonna land.
What's the range on Barlow's crossbow? Wait, is that right? Oh, he's got to reload. So he wouldn't have got that second shot off anyway. I forgot about reload. So he's reloading. He's like, nah, it's gone by now. Is that range really right? That can't be right. The formatting on this must have screwed up. There's no way the range on the heavy crossbow is 400 feet.
Yeah, it is.
Is it really?
But it takes a full round to reload.
Right. But still. Okay.
It's historically accurate.
But yeah, I forgot. He shouldn't have got that second shot off, but...
Well, I mean,
I'll
then the
remember
Eldritch
that.
Blast would have hit that one instead.
Right.
The same number would have died.
Yeah, just would took one more round. Vex. They get out of vision. You can't tell exactly. You can get a general idea. They went off, in a general direction towards the woods, but you didn't see where they're nesting. You lost them in the tree line.
Okay, so I'm going to go over to the ones that we've killed. Are they salvageable for food?
Let's see. One of them died from the blast of radiant light, and the other was the one you shot with the arrow, and the one that got hit by the heavy crossbow boulder. Definitely, pretty much, as usable as a bird's ever going to be after being taken down. The one that got burst with the radiant, it's got a big scorch mark through its shoulder, so like the right side of it's not very good, but the rest of it's still good.
Yeah.
I don't think cooked is always good, man. Cooked is always good.
Disintegrated though is useless because it's not even there.
Yeah, I'll take all those bodies, and I guess I'll put them on top of the cart.
Okay.
I would like one of the tail feathers, and I will braid it into my little tiny adolescent beard.
I let Barlow know, and my intentions are for those to be cooking, and the one that is sort of scorched, those are for the dwarves.
Alright. Let me see if I got any other notes on this.
So literally, you're giving us the Jesus chicken, and you're taking the regular chicken.
Well, Barlow's like, God, one day out, and we already got to replace a horse. This is not good. It's like, starts yelling instructions, gets people to help move the dead horse out of the way so they can bring the other one up.
Speaking of which,
Back to
I'm going to skin the horse, and I'm also going to take the hindquarters and whatnot, and the legs, and I'm going to dangle them from a tree.
Awkward. I support you, but awkward. So, what you're saying is I need to bring rear rudder up, right?
Yeah.
Alright!
Good thing we brought extras.
Vex approaches rear rudder.
You you can do that fairly easily. You get to back the wagons up so you can get the other horse in on the main wagon. It's time to set camp. Do you want to look for a spot, Tyrnell, or do you want to keep doing what you're doing?
I'm gonna go look for a spot, but I let what was his name again?
Marcus.
Marcus. I let Marcus know that we need to what we're gonna do with this.
Okay.
I can find a spot, guys. I can find a spot.
Sure, he can.
Yeah.
Sure you can. No, just go
I
ahead.
spin around in a circle, and then I sit down.
I'll take over preparing the horse meat.
Alright. Give me a survival check.
Survival? Alrighty.
Yes, sir.
For survival.
Alright. Are you looking close to where you're at, or you want to get kind of far away from this area, or does it matter?
I'm also looking for a spot.
I'm kind of, well, I want to get away from, well, actually, no, we're gonna kind of go off a little bit, away from the road itself,
Okay.
but
Go
that's
ahead.
to make it easy to get back onto.
Alright. Yeah, you guys, you can find a pretty good campsite, kind of in the edge of the tree line, if that's something that would work. You got tents and stuff in the back if you need them, since there's not any convenient buildings this time. But you're well back from the road, but it's a clear enough land that you'll be able to take the wagons off the road to get over there.
Bex is pointing out the merits of leaving the wagons on the road and sleeping next to it, so in the morning we're already ready to go. That's what Bex is doing in character.
Barlow completely ignores you. He's like, waiting for Tyrnell to get back and tell him if that's a good, do you want to keep looking, or is that good enough? Do you just want to get like on the tree line, just barely into the woods? And
Well, is this tree line? Are we going to be easily spotted?
if you go maybe, quarter mile or less into the, your fire won't be seen from the road probably. Quarter mile into the trees that are several hundred yards, maybe 1,000 yards from the road.
I guess we'll camp it with the yeah.
Alright, so you guys set up camp. Do what with the horse after you get camp set up, or during?
Well, in this instance, Philly is taking over.
So you're taking the horse, the usable parts, back with you to your camp, is that? And then
Right.
you're just leaving like the entrails and all that stuff on the side of the road.
I'm not on the side of a road. I'm kind of dangling it from a tree.
All right, but not just a whatever tree, doesn't matter where, or just a tree near your camp.
A tree where it died.
All right, gotcha. All right, and we're at our next hour break. We'll come back and move on to day 3, possibly. And
If we don't all die.
Yeah.
when the owlbear shows up. And yeah, so we'll be right back. Hang tight. We're going to take a little 5-minute break, and we'll see you all in a few.